Places for the top of the show. Places for the top of the show.
sadly blighted.
Who can tell? Who can tell?
Will Ida break the vows that she has plighted?
Who can tell? Who can tell?
Will she back out and say she did not mean them?
Who can tell?
If so, there'll be the deuce to pay between them.
No, no, we'll not despair. We'll not despair. For Gama would not dare to make a deadly foe of Hildebrand. And so, search throughout the panorama for a sign of Rotterdam, who today should cross the water with his fascinating daughter.
See you no sign of King Gama?
None, my liege.
It's very odd indeed. If Gama failed to put in an appearance at our court before the sun has set in yonder west, and failed to bring the Princess Ida here, to whom our son Hilarion was betrothed at the extremely early age of 1, there's war between King Gama and ourselves. Oh, Cyril, how I dread this interview. It's 20 years since he and I have met. He was a twisted monster, all awry, as though Dame Nature, angry with her work, had crumpled it in fitful petulance.
But, sir, a twisted and ungainly trunk often bears goodly fruit. Perhaps he was a kind, well-spoken gentleman.
Oh no, for adder like his sting lay in his tongue. His sting is present, though his tongue is past.
But stay, my liege. O'er yonder mountain's brow comes a small body bearing Gama's arms, and now I look more closely at it, sir, I see attached to it King Gama's legs. From which I gather this corollary that that small body must be Gama's own.
Is the princess with him?
Well, my liege, unless her highness is a full 6 feet high, and wears mustachios too, and smokes cigars, and rides on cavalier in coat of steel, I do not think she is.
One never knows. She's a strange girl, I've heard, and does odd things. Come, bustle there. For Gama lay the richest robes we own. For Gama lace the coarsest prison dress. For Gama let our best fair bed be aired. For Gama let our deepest dungeon yawn. For Gama lay the costliest banquet out. For Gama place cold water and dry bread. For as King Gama brings the princess here, or brings her not, so shall King Gama have much more than everything, much less than nothing. Now hearken to my strict command on every hand, on every hand.
To your command on every hand we dutifully bow.
If Gama bring the princess here, give him good cheer, give him good cheer.
If she come here, we'll give him a cheer, and we will show you how. Hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. We'll shout and sing on with the king and his daughter to our town. We'll shout ha-ha, hip hip hurrah, hip 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 hurrah. For the fair princess and the good mama, hurrah, hurrah.
Hip, hip.
But if he fails to keep his troth upon our oath, we'll trounce them both.
Trounce them both upon his oath as sure as for today.
We'll shut him up in a dungeon cell and toll his knell on a funeral bell.
A dungeon cell, his funeral bell shall strike him with dismay. Hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. As up we sing the faithful skin, we all familiar way. We'll shout ha ha.
angels have been conjured by the silent alchemy of 20s. I was a 12-month-old 20 years ago. I was twice her age, I'm told, 20 years ago. Husband twice as old as wife, argues ill for married life. Baleful prophecies were rife 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Still I was a tiny prince 20 years ago. She has gained upon me since 20 years ago. Though she's 21, it's true, I am barely 22. False and foolish prophets, you 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Ahem.
Well, Father, is there news for me at last?
King Garma is in sight, but much I fear with no princess.
Alas, my liege, I've heard the Princess Ida has forsworn the world, and with a band of women, shut herself up within a lonely country house, and there devotes herself to stern philosophies.
Then I should say the loss of such a wife is one to which a reasonable man would easily be reconciled.
Oh no, or I am not a reasonable man. She is my wife, has been for 20 years. I think I see her now.
Ha! Let me look!
In my mind's eye, I mean. A blushing bride, all bib and tucker, frill and furbelow. How exquisite she looked when she was born, recumbent in her foster mother's arms. How the bride wept, nor would be comforted until the hireling mother for the nonce administered refreshment in the vestry. And I remember feeling much annoyed that she should weep at marrying me. But then I thought, these brides are all alike. You cry at marrying me, how much more cause you'd have to cry if it were broken off? These were my thoughts. I kept them to myself, for at that age, I had not learned to speak.
Distant panorama from the sons of royal Gamma. They are heralds evidently and obscene consequently. Sons of Gamma, hail, oh, hail.
We are warriors three, sons of Gamma Rex. Like most sons are we, masculine in sex. Yes, 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 masculine in sex. politics we burn. They are not our band. On the whole we are not intelligent. No, 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 not intelligent. But with doughty heart and with trusty blade, we can play our part. Fighting is our trade. Yes, 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 fighting is our trade. Bold and fierce in front, ha ha! For a war we burn, with its right or wrong, ha ha! We have no concern. Order comes to fight, ha ha! Order is obeyed. We are men of might, ha ha! Fighting is our trade. Yes, 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 fighting is our trade, ha ha!
They are men of might, ha ha! Fighting is their trade. Order comes to fight, ha ha! Order is obeyed. Order comes to fight, ha ha! Order is obeyed.
Yes, 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 fighting is our trade, ha ha!
If you'll give me your attention, I will tell you what I am. I'm a genuine philanthropist, all other kinds are sham. Each little fault of temper and each social defect in my erring fellow creatures I endeavor to correct. To all their little weaknesses I open people's eyes, and little plans to snub the self-sufficient I devise. I love my fellow creatures, I do all the good I can, yet everybody says I am a disagreeable man, and I can't think why. To compliments inflated, I've a withering reply, and vanity I always do my best to mortify. A charitable action I can skillfully dissect, and interested motives I'm delighted to detect. I know everybody's income and what everybody earns, and I carefully compare it with the income tax returns. But to benefit humanity, however much I plan, yet everybody says I am a disagreeable man, and I can't think why. I'm sure I'm no ascetic, I'm as pleasant as can be. You'll always find me ready with a crushing repartee. I've an irritating chuckle, I've a celebrated sneer, I've an entertaining snigger, I've a fascinating leer. To everybody's prejudice, I know a thing or two. I can tell a woman's age in half a minute. And I do. But although I try to make myself as pleasant as I can, yet everybody says I am a disagreeable man, and I can't think why.
He can't think why. I can't think why.
So, this is Castle Hildebrand. Well, well, Dame Rumor whispered that the place was grand. She told me that your taste was exquisite, superb, unparalleled. Oh, really, King? But she's a liar. Why, how old you've grown. Is this Hilarion? You've changed too. You were a singularly handsome child. Are you a courtier? Come then, ply your trade. Tell me some lies. How do you like your king? Vile rumor says he's all but imbecile. Now, that's not true.
My lord, we love our king. His wise remarks are valued by his court as
precious stones.
And for the self-same cause, like precious stones, his sensible remarks derive their value from their scarcity. Come now, be honest, tell the truth for once. Tell it to me. Come, I'll have you not. This leg is crooked, this foot is ill-designed, this shoulder wears a hump. Come, out with it. Look, here's my face. Now, am I not the worst of nature's blunders?
Nature never errs. To those who know the workings of your mind, your face and figure, sir, suggest a book appropriately bound.
Why, harkye, sir, how dare you bandy words with me?
No need to bandy aught that appertains to you.
Do you permit this, king?
There is some doubt whether to treat you as an honored guest or as a traitor knave who plights his word and breaks it.
If the casting votes with me, I give it for the former.
We shall see. By the terms of our contract, signed and sealed, you are bound to bring the Princess Ida here today. Why is she not with you?
Answer me this. What think you of a wealthy, purse-proud man who, when he calls upon a starving friend, pulls out his gold and flourishes his notes and flashes diamonds in the pauper's eyes? What name have you for such an one?
A snob.
Just so. The girl has beauty, virtue, wit, grace, humor, wisdom, charity, and pluck. Would it be kindly, think you, to parade these brilliant qualities before your eyes? Oh, no, King Hildebrand, I am no snob.
Stop that tongue, or you shall lose the monkey head that holds it.
Bravo! Your king deprives me of my head that he and I may meet on equal terms.
Where is she now?
In Castle Adamant, one of my many country houses. There she rules a woman's university with full 100 girls who learn of her.
100 girls, 100 ecstasies.
But no mere girls, my good young gentleman. With all the college learning that you boast, the youngest there will prove a match for you.
With all my heart, if she's the prettiest. Fancy, 100 matches, all alike. That's if I strike them, as I hope to do.
Despair your hopes! Their hearts are dead to men. He who desires to gain their favor must be qualified to strike their teeming brains and not their hearts. They're safety matches, sir. And they light only on the knowledge box. So you've no chance.
And there are no males whatever in those walls.
None, gentlemen, excepting letter males, and they are driven, as males often are in other large communities, by women. Why, bless my heart, she's so particular, she'll hardly suffer Dr. Watts's hymns. And all the animals she owns are hers. The ladies rise at cock-crow every morn.
Ah, then they have male poultry.
Not at all. The crowing's done by an accomplished hen. Perhaps if you address the lady most politely, flatter and impress the lady most politely, humbly beg and humbly sue, she may deign to look on you, but your doing you must do. Most politely, most politely, most politely.
Humbly beg and humbly sue, she may deign to look on you, but your doing you must do. Most politely, most politely, most politely.
Go you and inform the lady most politely, if she don't, we'll storm the lady most politely, you'll remain as hostage here, the Hilarion disappear, we will hang you, never fear. Most politely, most politely, most politely.
You remain as hostage here, should Hilarion disappear.
course is plain. Tomorrow morn, fair rider, we'll engage, but we will use no force our love to gain. Nature has armed us for the war we wage. Expressive glances shall be our lances, and pops of celery our light artillery. We storm the bowers with scented showers of fairest flowers that we can buy.
Dainty violet, or fragrant violet, or gentle violet, or little sigh, or sweeter vanity, or mere inanity, to touch their vanity we will rely.
When day is fading with serenading, and such frivolity will prove our quality, a sweet profusion of soft illusion, this bold intrusion shall justify. This bold intrusion shall justify.
O dainty violet, O fragrant violet, O gentle violet, O little sigh, O sweeter vanity, O mere inanity, to touch their vanity we will rely.
We'll charm their senses with verbal fences, with ballads amatory and declamatory, little heeding their pretty pleading. Our love exceeding will justify. Our love exceeding will justify.
O dainty violet, O fragrant violet, O gentle violet, O little sigh, O sweeter vanity, O mere inanity, to touch their vanity we will rely. O dainty violet, O fragrant violet, O gentle violet, O little sigh.
O dainty violet, O fragrant violet, O gentle violet, O little sigh.
O dainty violet, O fragrant violet,
O dainty violet, O fragrant
Must we till then in prison cell be thrust? You must. This seems unnecessarily severe. Here, here.
For a month we dwelled in a dungeon cell, growing thin and wizened in the solitary prison as a poor lookout for a soldier stout who is longing for the rattle of a complicated battle. Yes, is longing for the rattle of a complicated battle, for the rum-tum-tum of the military drum and the guns that go boom-boom. The rum-tum-tum of the military drum, rum-tum-tum, tummy-tummy-tummy-tummy-tum. He's longing for the rattle of a complicated battle and the rum-tum-tum of the military drum-tum. Rum-tum-tum.
Therein pride is at length complied with the just conditions of the requisitions. You may go in haste and indulgent taste for the fascinating battle of the complicated battle, the fascinating battle of the complicated battle, for the rum-tum-tum of the military drum and the guns that go boom-boom.
The rum-tum-tum of the military drum, rum-tum-tum, tummy-tummy-tummy-tummy-tum. He's longing for the rattle of a complicated battle and the